Alright guys, welcome back to my work in progress part 2 here. This is going to be the second and I think probably final part on this. I got all the parts all cleaned up now, so I'm ready to go ahead and start painting. Before we do that, of course, we need some primer. For this kit, I'm going to be giving it a dark green color scheme instead of red, so I want to get it really dark. So I'm going to be using a black primer for this. This is just some Gaia Notes black primer here, like the Surfacer Evo. And I'm going to basically stick pretty close to the original color layout, but just changing up the colors here. So for the dark red and the light tan colors, I'm going to be changing those up to dark green and dark green, actually, literally. This first one for the darker color is number 70, dark green, and for the lighter color is number 23, dark green 2. So those should be pretty close to each other. They won't be quite as stark a difference between this light tan and this red, pretty different colors. This one's, they're going to be pretty close in their colors. And then for these really dark maroon parts around basically the top of the legs there, the elbow parts, and I think that's kind of about it for this color. But I'm also going to do the feet in this color too here. I'm just going to use German gray to basically simulate just kind of a dark black kind of color. It's supposed to look black without being actually black. So I'm going to do the feet in black, and then otherwise just all of the dark maroon parts. Like I said, there's only a few of those here in with German gray. And then for the frame, I'm going to give it some of this dark earth. So I want it to be a little bit brownish. Now, I'm not going to do it like really solid with this color. I think with the black primer, and then I'm just going to go really light, like a really thin coat of this dark earth. So it's basically just kind of a really dark, I don't know, light brownish kind of color. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to look, but I'm going to give that a try, see how that looks. If that doesn't work like I'm expecting it to, what I'll do is I'll mix some gray and this dark earth a little bit to make just like a brownish grayish color for the inner frame. I don't want it to be just like solid gray. And then for the yellow accents, I'm going to make those orange. So I think I'll probably use like a base of just regular orange, and then I'll go over that a little bit with some character yellow to make it a little bit more yellowish orange, not exactly as yellow as it appears on the original kit, more orange in color. And then I am going to give it a stripe on the shoulder there, and for that I'm going to be using off-white, so I'll do that a little bit later on. That'll take some masking on that, not really a big deal. But really quick, before we get into the painting, one last little modification that I want to make to this is here on the head. I was thinking about giving it a commander antenna, and what I decided to do instead of that is to just give it kind of a standard antenna. Instead of like the commander antenna normally kind of like goes up and like maybe a little bit back or a little bit forward a little bit, depending on the mobile suit. But for this, I want to give it just like kind of a regular antenna, kind of antenna like you would think of as an antenna. So just need to drill a little bit in here, and I'm going to have that like pointed back a little bit. So I'm going to need to drill that at an angle, but first I just need to mark my drill point here, and I'm going to put it kind of like just behind this molded detail here. So it's going to be just a little bit back from there. And I just want to kind of mark that spot a little bit with my knife before we get to drilling. And it's kind of tricky to just drill at an angle of how I'm going to want to set this. So I'm going to drill just a little bit straight in first, so that then I can set it off at an angle, start drilling at an angle once I'm a little bit into the plastic there. There you go. Now I'm through with the 1mm drill, and I'm going to use, now switch it up to a 2mm. That's ultimately what size the connection piece that I'm going to use is going to be here. Looks pretty good. Now what I'm going to use for a connection piece here is from Wave, from the Wave O-Bolt 2 is this set of option parts. And as you can see, I've already used like half of this. I have another set of these because I do like to use these for different details and stuff. So they come in 3 different sizes, 1mm, I think actually, no, 1.5, 2, and 3mm. And I don't know if they have other sets in different sizes, but I'm going to use, so we drill a 2mm hole, so I'm going to use one of these 2mm bolt details. Now, for the actual antenna piece, I'm just going to use a 1mm piece of brass rod. So I want to just go ahead and drill the hole into the connection piece now before I cut it off the runner. That'll be easier than trying to drill it later or drilling it later after it's glued in place in the head. I just got it right where I want it now. It's not going anywhere or moving at all while it's still connected onto the runner, so I can go ahead and just drill my hole for the actual antenna piece in here now a little bit. So there we go, that's all set. Later on I can put in that wire or rod, but for now, let's go get to painting. Alright guys, one last thing I'll cover as I'm just going through finishing up the decals on this is just decal silvering. I'll show you guys what I do when this happens, and it does tend to happen every now and then. You can see on this part, there's a little bit of like fogging around the outside of the decal, and that's actually just from the reaction of this mark softer with the gloss coat. But on the actual decal, you can see how it's like kind of whited out there in the center. So what you can do really easily but carefully is use some mark softer. Just lay some mark softer on there, and that'll work to a degree, just leaving it like that for a while. You don't really need to wait too long. But what we can also do is with the knife, and being very careful, is just poke it really gently, just enough to kind of pierce the decal, because what you want to do is like just allow the mark softer to kind of get underneath the decal. So just poking it just enough is usually enough to get that underneath there, and then that will clear up the decal quite a bit. And we can just dab that dry then. That's all we need. And now our decal is all good, no more silvering, and it will look as it's meant to look. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these all top coated, and I'll see you guys with the final results.